开始，可是我还在转。Okay, good day, everyone. Welcome to join online study group. Okay, so right now we are watching a video. This is this is a new class that we would like to invite everyone to join us. It's a class to teachers with the mindfulness. To use the mindfulness to live, it will make us feel light and relaxed. So the late July and early August in Taipei, we will have this class. And in our daily life, sometimes we might feel stressful, we feel a lot of anxiety, we feel tired, and we may change the lifestyle from our heart. So if you have time and if you have the good affinity, you can join this class. The singing bowl healing might help to help us to feel light and relaxed. So you are more than welcome to join us. And we're going to invite a psychologist to give us a lecture to talk about the mindfulness and help us to stay calm when we face the difficulties. And in the Guandu Jingsiho, we also would like to invite you to join the vegetarian diet in Guandu Jingsiho. So it's a one day experience, a one day class. Even you are in Kaohsiung or in the other city right now, it's not like difficult to come to Taipei. So if we love Dharma Master Cheng Yen, we should talk about more about Tzu Chi. So let's read the things aphorism. The gratitude needs to be expressed through actions. And the other one, in life, we must exercise wisdom, exhibit perseverance, and show determination. So every time we remind ourselves that the Dharma Master Cheng Yen's ideal talents are those who are humble, but not arrogant, with self-esteem, and we cultivate with virtue, we are open-minded, and we can control over our temper, we work hard, and we stay with people harmoniously, and we show our good manners in speech and actions. So with those characters, Master Cheng Yen will feel relief. Those are Master Cheng Yen's ideal talent. So wish everyone can be Master Cheng Yen's ideal talent. So if you would like to be Master Cheng Yen's ideal talent, please put your hands in front of your chest and say, Dharma Master Cheng Yen, please feel relief. We are your ideal talents. And then Master Cheng Yen will give her thumbs up. And when you give your thumbs up, you are the first one to receive the blessings. So show the gestures to the one sitting next to you. So today, Dharma Master Cheng Yen was in Taipei. And we can listen to Dharma's teaching in the cloud. So we stay closely with Dharma Master Cheng Yen, and we will receive more Dharma teachings. And Master Cheng Yen said, you are Dharma messengers, so you need to preach the Dharma teaching mindfully and be diligently. So if we love Dharma Master Cheng Yen, we should talk about more Tzu Chi. This is our common goals, that we cherish every affinity and we treat them as a good one. And if you feel blessed, please be more diligent to carry on Tzu Chi's mission. And this year, after our trip to Hualien, we learned that be humble, to get along well with people, and show good manners for the team. We studied diligently, and we preached Dharma and Master Zheng Yan's teaching. And please use your cell phone and transfer those wisdom words to the person that you like to share. And with a multinational language translation, we can preach Master Zheng Yan's teaching. And today is the first week of the month, so today we will have English, Cambodian, Cantonese, Malay, and Taiwanese. So let's give them a big hand. So welcome the first week of the English interpretation. Those are the team members from Kaohsiung team. And thank you for Kaohsiung interpretation team. And then we also have the team members from Malaysia, from Australia, who are going to give us a Cantonese interpretation. And we also would like to welcome the team members from Cambodia, like to give us a Cambodian language interpretation. Thank you for your dedication. And then welcome, thank you for the sisters and brothers who are doing the Malay interpretation. And if you look at this picture, some of the volunteers, actually, they are not only in Malaysia, but they are also in Australia. Not only they do the Malay interpretation, but also they do the English interpretation. And then we also have interpretation for Taiwanese. This team has many volunteers. Thanks again for your dedication. And every time we will take the picture after we finish the program. So those pictures are showing different team members with the different language. And then let's take a look on the feedback. The first feedback was from Ransi in Malaysia. She says that when she walked into the class and received all the sisters and brothers how warmly welcome, we screamed and called her name. She was really touched. She says because of her online study group, when she came to Taiwan to study at Tzu Chi University, she met many team members from online study group like Chiu Yu, Jing Shu, and Yun En, and Mei Li, just to name a few. During the Chinese New Year, she stayed in Jingse Abode, and then she met brother Zhou Xinghong and Shi Qing and Wen Qing. Many speakers, because of her drawing, they all like to take a picture with her. So she feels grateful to join Tzu Chi family and appreciate all the affinity, and she will continue to cherish every opportunity to learn and receive more positive energy. And then if we look at the feedback was from brother Zhou Xinghong, she is our photographer of the online study group. He says like his job is to take a good picture for the team. Although this year, we couldn't take the picture with Dharma Master Zheng when we back to Hualien. But we had a new experience this year. Like we experienced to walk in the heavy rain. Two people share one little umbrella. The heavy rain actually was just like the Dharma water that wash out our defilement. So he couldn't be happier because every time he can enjoy and experience a different challenge, and this give him definitely the big positive energy. So everyone will continue to work hard and study hard for the team, and hopefully we can inspire more people to join online study group, and hopefully we can inspire more people to join Tzu Jing. Your feedback to the speakers is very inspiring, and it's a motivation to all the speakers. So you can leave any message through different platform and let us know. So let's give them a big hands. And then the book, Reading on the Cloud. We continue to share this good book to everyone, and we hope to invite more people like to study and to join online study group. So everyone can be a talent. And now let me take a few minutes to introduce the other team. This is a graphic designer team, and those volunteers, they always design a very good poster and graphic for all the speakers. And you can see not only from Kaohsiung or from Taipei, we even have like a Ransi for that Malaysia. So everyone can be a talent. Everyone is potential. So just join us, and you will find your potential. And the graphic designer, every time when I give them a message about the speaker that we invited, they always spend lots of time to search and to make different proofs. And when I receive those proofs, I give them some suggestion, and then they change it and then make it better and better every time. So we have a different in our online study group. There are total 54 different team, and we recruit over 500 people. Online study group share the different responsibility, and everyone just dedicated and devoted themselves for the online study group. And we really appreciate everyone, even it's only a tiny effort, but when we combine together, we can make a very big difference. Like this poster, like the person's magnetic field is very important. We always stay with the people has a positive energy, and then you will walk further and further on your journey. And let's see the other pictures. Like it was very interesting. He says like 1 to the 365, the power is 1, and 1.01 to the 365, the power is 37.8, but 0.99 to the 365, the power is 0.03. That means if you do a little more every day, over a year, you will achieve a lot. But if you do a little less every day, over a year, you have nothing left. And then you can see, and then you can be someone's life benefactor. If you are the person like to share the life experience, you like to talk about your goal, you like to give people encouragement and inspiration, and you are the person hope that the others can be better and better, and then you are others' life benefactors. And everyone who stops learning is old, whether at 20 or 20 or 80. But anyone who continues to learn stay young. The greatest thing in life is to keep your mind young. So in your life, the most beautiful thing is to keep your mind young. So again, uphold our single-minded aspiration to preach Dharma teaching and step forward, then you will encounter better self. Yes. So perseverance, with perseverance, and then we will meet a better self. So hopefully we'll never give up and to meet a better future. And this is my goal ever since I retired from my teaching job. Online staff group, I would like to invite more people to join this group and so inspire them to like to study. And positive feedback, no matter where you are more than welcome to give us feedback. And last week we received over 161 messages. You can give us a feedback through YouTube, Facebook, or even through Line. And like we received an instant message from Changchun. She says that reading, join the online study group. Join the online study group. We can receive the many positive feedback. And like Yao Shixing, she says like earlier she watched the little video about the mindfulness class. She says that it is a very interesting and very attractive class. And if you look at this feedback, you can see like Ransi in Malaysia, and like Mingzhu in Kaohsiung, and Reiling in Jiayi, and other people. So it's a motivation and inspiration to all the speakers. So when we receive this feedback, we transfer them to our speaker. Every one of the speakers, they are very, very moved. And like the feedback about the Chen Shunfu, someone says like Chen Shunfu has a very nice voice. The subject that he shared, crossing the ocean to see the Yangtze, is very inspiring. And the feedback on the documentary team from Taipei, like a teacher, Luo Chunmei, and like the brothers, and people thought that they are very remarkable. And then we also had a feedback on the Qing and Mei Yun, and they said they are sharing a very inspiring. And then we have the feedback on the principal of the Tzu Senior High School. We really appreciate everyone's feedback. You can leave the messages through the YouTube, or you can leave the messages through Facebook. So let's give them a big hand to those who leave the message in United States or Canada, Malaysia, or the other countries. And if you are listen to the English UT, and like there's a Ringo, she says like climate change is now happening, the temperature in Taiwan is extremely hotter than last year, and we really need to take an action. And like Elaine, she said that I think it's awesome. Like the Tzu Chi people can use all power and the manpower in the face of no opportunity to build something wonder. And like Effie, she said that the groundbreaking ceremony of a colonial village in Bodhgaya is remarkable and historical. We're grateful to the documentary team from Taiwan and Malaysia. So we really appreciate Effie from Malaysia. She is the one who always stay with us, and she always give us a positive feedback and leave the message on the YouTube. So she said that she admires Chen Shunfu's contribution and dedication. Brother Chen Shunfu sees every affinity. It is great. So appreciate those documentary team from Taiwan and Malaysia to keep every record of a Tzu Chi's footprint in Bodhgaya. And then Malaysia Ransi is a picture drawing. This is Ransi is a drawing last week for all the speakers. And I think she make a very good improvement, and I think she really did a good job. And then the next section we're going to have the Kaohsiung Tzu Chi volunteer Zhou Licheng.
Now we are going to introduce the Tzu Chi volunteer, Brother Zhou. Welcome this brother Zhou to share his story. And on the days of the young daughter get a car accident and die on the birthday. This young daughter just donated her organs, and I talked to the driver and told him we'd like you to be vegetarian for 49 days, and it will be a good blessing for my daughter and you. If it's a tie, my daughter already died. If it's a tie, my daughter suffers, and we suffers too. When the fate ends, just let it go. We just send the blessing to my daughters and the drivers, and we collect the heart and the love from the driver, and this driver became Tzu Chi member. This kind of tolerance is not easy. We need to use the wisdom to resolve the difficulties. If the wisdom doesn't bring it up, the note of tie of heart is entangled. So we need to just let it go and send the blessing to the daughter. And this is a very touching story from the Tzu Chi brother Zhou. His younger daughter died on the birthday, and she was just 22 years old, and her younger daughter just donated her blood to give love to other patients. And brother Zhou just asked the driver to be vegetarian for 49 days. The kite is broken, just let it go, and otherwise the daughter suffers, and we also suffers too. So we just send the blessing to the daughter. When the fate ends, we just let it go, and we also collect heart and love from the driver. And this kind of hurt. It's very difficult to forget, but we need to use the wisdom to resolve the difficulties. And this is a very big tolerance. So if the note of heart still tangles, and it's not good for my daughter, it's also not good for us. I'm like to be with you because you have good positive energy. Here's the brother. Now he's going to tell us the story. How do I learn the Tzu Chi, the spirit of great love? I'm the brother Joe from Nanzhi. Now I'm very grateful to share the story from my daughter and how do I learn the spirit of Tzu Chi, great love. Last year, in the middle of January, my son just came back from Germany with his master's degree. And last April, my older daughter got married. And we have the vegetarian wedding banquet. My younger daughters, and she started her new life, finding a new job. But she just got car accident on the way to her new workplace to hand in the document. She got a car accident. She was sent to Yidang Hospital for emergency treatment right away, but she just passed away the day after the car accident. My older daughter reminded us to consider letting my younger daughter donate her organs. So my daughter was determined brain death. So she donated her organs, corneas, ligament, bones, skin, and let me tell you this, my whole family story. We started to be vegetarian in 2013. My younger daughter was just 6th grade of elementary school, and whole family start vegetarian from 2013. 2013, my younger daughter was just 6th grade of elementary school. We are very grateful to join the Tzu Chi. When my daughter passed away, she was cremated, and we didn't make a lawsuit to the driver because we think everything is without any reasons. So this is kind of cause and the effect. So we decided to just forgive the driver. And we asked the driver to be vegetarian. We thank for Master Cheng Yun's teaching. So there's no one in the world I don't love. There's no one in the world I don't trust. There's no one in the world I don't forgive. This is the Master Cheng Yun's teaching. The spirit of Tzu Chi, great love. My wife and I decided to just complete my younger daughter's honorary director. So my younger daughter got a certificate last year. Last year, Mother's birthday, all family came to Tzu Chi Jin Si Ho to worship the Buddha's bathing. And we met a Tzu Chi bone marrow donation center sister. She asked my younger daughter to have blood drawn for blood donation, for bone marrow donation filing. My younger daughter was really always afraid of needle injection, but she agreed and complete the blood draw last year, May 28th. We are very grateful to have this kind of opportunity. My younger daughter to have blood drawn for bone marrow donation filing. When my younger daughter passed away, we just called the blood donation center to cancel her information, her data. On the last 4 days of my younger daughter's 100 days, I just took some days off to Dalian Chiji Hospital to do medical volunteer. In the evening class, that's my younger daughter's 100 day. I share my younger daughter's story in that evening class. And my younger daughter, just like our teacher, she teach us to learn the spirit of Chiji great love. We wish my younger daughter with her wish to come back to continue to do the Chiji. And we, my wife and I, just believe our younger daughter is or just teacher. She teach us of the Master Zheng Yuan's teaching, the spirit of Chiji great love. Now we like our Chiji, all members to learn the Master Zheng Yuan's teaching, the spirit of Chiji great love. This is how I learned from Master Zheng Yuan. So when we have this kind of learning, when karma happens to us, we can just calm down easily and make good connection with the driver. I'm very thankful for the senior sister. She just accompanied my wife and also let my wife to go to her vegetarian restaurant to help. My wife's working at vegetarian restaurant can help my wife continue to make good connection with all human beings. My wife's senior sister and I went to Hualien Ciji to do the 4 days of cooking. And we wish my younger daughter come back with her wish to continue the Ciji mission. We wish the Master body in good health. Wish her live forever in the world. And we also wish all brother sister in good health too. We're very thankful Brother Joe to share her younger daughter's story with us. Here, Brother Joe's Nanzi team leader come to be in our online study group. When karma happens to us, how do we face this kind of karma? It's really truly hard to face karma happens very suddenly to us. The brother Joe and his wife they just learn from the spirit of Tzu Chi great love, so they can just forgive the driver. Now, Brother Joe and his wife, they are all in our field. And when we are listening to Brother Joe's story, and the Brother Joe must be very missing his younger daughter. So don't forget to let younger sister to donate her organs to save other people's life. It's a very good deeds to benefit other people. Even my younger daughter passed away. There are more people to come to share their feelings about Brother Joe's story. Yeah, we are very touched by Brother Joe's younger daughter's story. It's a very touching story. Yeah, it's not easy for parents to not to miss their younger daughter. Their younger daughter was just 22 years old. So sometimes people's very hurt feeling for other people, it's not easy to understand because you're not in that bad situation. In the very life is impermanent. When every day we get up, we say thank you to I'm still alive. I can do a lot of things for other people. When I heard this kind of radio broadcasting, life is very happy if we can repeat the same thing again and again. It's very happy. So don't just think, oh, it's boring to repeat something day by day. It's our happiness. So there are some people still leave their comments for Brother Joe's story. So we thank you to Brother Joe and his wife. You are a good example of us. This is a comment from mainland China. This is another comment from foreign country. This is my first time to join this online study group. There's a friend from Northern California, and it's very hot in Taiwan, Kaohsiung. So don't forget to drink more water. Sister Meiyun, you are so great. It's so hot. You are not opened the air conditioner yet. My mom said, "Oh, it's my first time to be in the air conditioner room. It's so hot in Taiwan. So we need to save the earth by reducing the carbon There's another comment from other sister. We need to, yeah, it's so great for Brother Joe to show his great love to the driver. It's very, very great behavior. There's a saying, giving is better than receiving. If we can just put the Master Cheng Yuan's teaching into practice, is very important, and we can get a lot of benefits. Putting Master Cheng Yuan's teaching into practice in our life. We wish the Brother Joe good fortune in his life. And Brother Joe also saved the life of the driver. And Brother Joe, you are very great. So we have seen the great love in our society. So we need to just learn the spirit of Tzu Chi great love and put into practice, and the whole world will be filled with great love. This kind of great parents is so brave and so wise. They choose to forget the driver and let the great love spirit spread to driver to the whole society. So we send the best wish to Brother Joe's whole family. And Nancy Tzu Chi brother said, Brother Joe is really, really, really great, really good example of us. We thank you to Brother Joe's sharing story today. Now, if we do something continuously, it's a good thing for us.
For last weekend, did you feel the crepes is really delicious? And this is a great news that I'm gonna tell you, right? And in July this month, and this is gonna be a great gift for you. And I'm saying that if you can just purchase anything here, like over like $1,000, then you will be receiving like a wonderful gift there. Okay, and here then we also have like herbal tea here, and for the pandemic, okay, arising again, and I really suggest having them with you, and they can be just your regular drink, which you can have like whenever you have time, right? Okay, and it is really awesome for you, right? Okay, and we also have a wonderful guidebook guiding you like which part of your body needs like what kind of instrument like nutrition, right? So we really have like a wonderful great things right in our Jinsu bookstore, right? And this like on the left and on the right, and you can have the jelly drinks, right? Okay, and whenever you are here, and if you are our guest in Kaohsiung, then you are going to be prepared about all the guests like a present that I have, right? Okay, and right here I'm talking about a dietetic knowledge, right? And you will be just doubting that, okay, when we are making you like a traces, and this kind of old fashioned, and they are just look like the same there, right? But let me tell you, okay, if you look beautiful, then thanks to your parents, right? But if you can live a good life, then you should be grateful to yourself about this, right? Okay. And we carry you kind of a great quality when you are dressed in our like a dressed front eye technology, right? Okay. And we produce such dresses because we want to deliver the beauty of humanity and the beauty of the filial piety of our Chinese tradition, right? And it is kind of a Chinese tradition, the dress. And if you have something to wear and you can just do it in a really like a wonderful way, and this is a great diviner, which means that you are really a good role model. And Mr. Zheng Yan says, like, in Chinese, dress pronunciation sounds like blessing fu. And when you are dressed, then you also have to be blessed, right? Okay, so this is every attitude that we have to show you. Okay, when you are dressed up in our like a clothes. And I will just also just send this like video in both Chinese and English to our line groups, and we hope that more people can join us, all right? And Mr. Zheng Yan's preach is really, really important for us, right? Okay, and we know that whatever we do really bring like influence to us, like including what we wear and how we wear it, okay? So if you can come over to our online study group, and it is more than great that we can just be dressed in such wonderful clothes in there, right? Okay. And now, ladies and gentlemen, and let's go to our positive feedbacks.
And the following good effect, I would like to share with all of you. And because of a time limit, we are going to go directly to the volunteer from US. What he's going to share is Bodhisattva in the world. And the guide reading is usually arranged by Sister Xue Yu. We don't know exactly when the date he's going to make his presentations. And Brother Fan Zhenshong says you are going to meet me probably every single week this month. So every month, our brother Fan Zhenshong will be online or be through the Cassie phrase to meet us online. He is a dentist, and this is the very first time for him to guide reading for us. And even though he is in US, he's still going to guide reading with us today. And I'd like to be with you because you have positive energies. Hello, Sanjong. And also, you can start your presentation. Okay, we might have to adjust his PowerPoint. And he might need a little time to fix that. And our guide reading team is very excellent. Okay, your presentation. Okay, now it's fixed now. So you can start your presentation now. What he wants to share is the Bodhisattva in the world. So Venerable Master and the Master from abode. I am a volunteer from US, from Shenzhen, and my Dharma name is Chen Yang. And what I want to guide reading is Master's Footprints, the Summer Valence, the Bodhisattvas in the world. On the May 29th, lots of people sent by the footage of the Buddha bathing in the world.
And Master expressed her great attitudes about the volunteers work in a boat to dedicate it in the Buddha bathing ceremonies. And even they are in overseas, they still carry on Tzu Chi's missions. And looking toward the Africa countries, the Master expressed gratitude to the volunteers. They have spread the Dharma water in this dry land, cultivate with patience and love. And at first, they went to South Africa for the business, starting there gradually to expand to the Malawi country in Africas. But South Africa once implemented apartheid policies, and many conflicts between black and whites caused social unrest. So Taiwanese businessmen, feeling the danger and considering to close their business and returning to Taiwan. But however, because of a few words from the master, so they decided to stay in Africa. Let's look at the footage. There's one early morning, he called me and said that he want to retreat from South Africa and move back to Taiwan. And I asked him why. And it turned out that he told me the situation there was very unstable and dangerous. And I told him, the karma will follow you wherever you go. So just firmly plant your feet locally and make dedication locally. And from that time, vocational training began. So we already formed a very solid relationship there. Some of them, they live a very difficult life. They are not wealthy, but yet they have set their aspirations. When South Africa, the society becomes stable, but the seeds of Tzu Chi have already been sown abundantly, and they were able to spread the Dharma's teaching across the borders.
到了一些历史珍贵的历史画面啊。上人说，虽然经历了种族对立的动乱时期，他们也没有退缩。
Master say even they experienced the turbulent times of racial conflicts, but they did not retreat, but instead focused even more diligently on adding the improving the poverties. They purified their minds with Buddha's teaching and soothed the wounds caused by the conflicts of the racial conflicts. And they overcome all the difficulties, also the lack of the resources. They still decorate the Buddha bathing ashram in a very solemn manner. With the same devotion, the Buddha bathing days in Lesotho, people turn themselves from a taker to a giver. Everyone gathered bamboo tubes at home to make donation to help the others. Let's watch another footage from the Da'ai TV. So in Lesotho, where more than half of the population make less than $1 a day, and the Tzu Chi volunteer can donate their self, and even with very small contribution, they would donate it ungreedily. Even though they don't really have much, but they are already enriched in their spiritual wealth. So under the blazing sun without paved road, Tzu Chi volunteer in Mozambique, they planted the Buddha bathing site. They decorate the Buddha bathing platform with the simple wildflower, and a leaf that pick up from the farms. Even they don't have much, but their hearts are rich in everything. They can draw circles on the grounds. Actually, the word is their practice grounds. In a foreign language and with adapted melodies, what remain the same in the hearts that can illuminate the path of the humanities. When everyone unites, the power of love can spread across the road. Through this village, we can feel that the locals' devoutness and dedication, just drawing the circle on the ground as a place of worship, using the simple wildflower and leaves gathered from the farms, everything humbly, and creating the dignified Buddha bathing platforms. Master said the people of Mozambique have their own long-standing belief. While Tzu Chi teaching come from Buddhism, but however, it doesn't restrain them. The Mozambique volunteers still have their own beliefs. And instead of that, they strengthen the right mindfulness, right view, and positive directions with open-minded to embrace everything. And for the Buddha bathing ceremony, it's not just a ritual in form. It can also be a devout experience that transcends the races and the religions. So why do we bath the Buddha? Let's watch the following footage. Master Zhenyan's teaching, the Buddha's birthday year after year, is a significant event for us. Without the Buddha appear in the world, how could the Buddha's teaching can be shared to everyone to purify the humanities? Therefore, with a heart of respect and devotion, we bath the Buddha. We bath the Buddha in our mind. The Buddha's teaching is inseparable from the world. We should earnestly accept the teaching of Buddha with a devout heart, and may everyone can daily bath the Buddha, bathing the Buddha within their own hearts. As everyone all has a Buddha nature within their hearts, everyone should bath the Buddha in their minds and to purify it and keep it pure and radiant. So we must believe that the power of devotion and the power of devotion relies on the crowd. If it's only rely on one person, the result is very limited. That's why she emphasizing in the recruitment of the human bodhisattvas. However, the recruitment cannot rely on just prayer for the crowd to appear suddenly. It must accumulate over time through our daily efforts. The dignified image of the Buddha bathing teams also comes from the long-term cultivation, not simple from line up momentarily. So all the bits and pieces that everyone achieves, sees, and experiences are the Dharma waters of wisdom. May everyone daily bath the Buddha through the movement in every gesture, constantly reminding ourselves to wash away the ignorance and habitual tendency in our minds. And also this image of a goodness from all over the world. I urge Tzu Chi, people can praise each other and encourage each other and to spread love among the world. And in this era of turmoil and climate change, it is a collective karma of all central beings. And the tug of war between the good and evil, and how do we purify humans' hearts? Therefore, we must gather goodness in crowds, unite in spirits, and enhance our strengths through the propagation of the Dharma via technologies. So, so let's give him a big hands because we stay together and perseverance, and then we can all soon to encounter the better version of ourselves. So during his presentation, we might encounter some difficulty in presenting his PowerPoints, and we get a feedback from our online study groups. Brother Zhong is very talented. He can be a guy reading. He's also the doctor. He's also the volunteer. He's performing a multi-task in the same times. I really admire his talents. I was asking him that what exactly how many things that you shoulders, and I really admire his ability to shoulder all these responsibilities. And somebody says that he's a guy reading his voice sounds like a reporter, like a professional reporter. At the same time, and his guy reading is very fluent, and also being the host of us online study groups, and he made a very good presentations and make the Buddhas in our practice the Buddha's teaching in our daily lives. And step into Tzu Ji. Tzu Ji is not by just not just talking, but we put everything in actions. And we're brave to shoulder the responsibility and admire his presentations. And Zhong has many things for us to talk about. And for the first time, when he want to return to in Kaohsiung, but at the last winter, but he encountered a big conflict at the airport, so his plane was delayed for many hours. Well, he probably can catch up for the next flight, but he just couldn't make it. And he had two choices. He can choose to give up, but he still decided, since he decided he wanted to come, so he booked another flight to come over all the way to Taiwan and come to Kaohsiung to the audience. I knew this story by the good effect that he wrote. Thanks to him for his wonderful presentations. Okay, there's another. We have a new partner here. Mom is a professor in a college in Americas.
Okay, so standing right here, and we have a lot of wonderful volunteers, right? And they bring a lot of family members coming up with us, right? And this is the Yilan's mom, and she's a professor in a university. And next to Li Ping is like her sister, and they both live in Kaohsiung. And my sister's name is also Mei Yun. Okay, so we have the same name. And so, are you during your summer vacation so that you can come over? No, she said, right, I'm already retired, right? Okay. And take a look at her. Come on, she said that she's retired, right? Okay. So do you think this is a good place for us, right? And later on, maybe you can just listen to her sharing, right? And we have a Li Ping right here. We have a kind of a great affinity, and it is in the United States here, okay? And they really get to know Tzu Ji when they're in the United States, right? Okay. And therefore, she's here and only for 2 months, right? And she says that Tzu Ji is a great place, and since you are retired, so you have to get involved in Tzu Ji because this is kind of a good space right here, right? And this is why we can see their entire family, including the sister, including Yilan's mom, right? And they don't read Chinese, right? And they speak English, right? And they want to be, and the Yilan says that she want to be a doctor in the future, and whatever she can say, is whatever she can speak is Chinese, but she can read Chinese, and let's have some sharings from Yilan. Ladies and gentlemen, good day. I'm Yilan, and I just graduated in University of Minnesota. And I don't speak Chinese, right? So I write down whatever I want to share in Chinese here. And now I'm applying for my job in a medical school. And now I'm I want to be an assistant to a teacher in the US, right? And thanks to Mei Yun's great environment here, so that I can come over to be the volunteer. And I also want to say thank you to Grace Xue Yu, because she guided me coming here to just serve as a volunteer here, right? Okay. And if I want to study in the US, right, and I have to prove that, okay, I have a kind of enthusiasm, okay, toward the medicine, toward the medical schools, and I have to also show them, prove to them that I respect life a lot, right? And all of that, it is really, really important, I know. And I also serve in the US as kind of a volunteer in medical schools, right? And during summer vacation, I have a chance coming over here, and I witnessed a lot of selfless love, which brought up my eyesight being a volunteer, and they are really helpful in my future, okay, in my medical career. And I also had a chance to serve as a volunteer in a Catholics, but I strongly feel that, okay, Tzu Chi really have a special thing, which is humanity in the world. And I am a vegetarian. And why do I choose to be a vegetarian? Because I'm sure it is also a way to show the respect toward the lives, right? Okay, and this is really, really special and different from medical schools in the US, right? Okay, and in America, I also see that the people really care about others' health and the beauty and the love, etc., which all makes me feel warm. And this is okay, my purpose pursuing my career as a doctor in the US, right? And in the United States, I think, I am already brave enough, right? Because of all of you. Thank you. Thank you for listening to my sharing. And let's take a look at Yilan's picture. And it was the first time, and she was here. And yes, you can see in the picture. And Grace just took Yilan to the interpretation room and take a look. And Yilan was only absent once, right? Because he was in a very kind of a sick way, right? And Yilan is really a hardworking young lady. And once that she came over to our interpretation room pretty early, and she also asked us whether she could do anything for us, right, and helping out, right. And so I am sure that she is an enthusiastic person. She doesn't read Chinese, but she's very much willing to learn. Okay, and the script that she sent me, okay, according to the script, right, and I'm sure that she just did her script in English and translated in Chinese, right? And she doesn't read Chinese, right? But how can she just speak Chinese so fluently, right? And see, right? And she uses the pinyin, right? Okay, so that she could just speak Chinese so fluently. And well, I am so amazed, right? Okay, right. And this is really awesome, right? Okay. I could not friend her anymore because I have already like 5,000 friends in my line, right? Okay. And anyway, and we have like AI, and we have like a good translation like skills, right? Okay. And this is why, okay, she can just speak Chinese so fluently to us, right? Okay. And this is like a proof that if you can just do something, or if you really want to do something, then you would just make it, right? Okay. And it is amazing that, okay, I really can hear like when I really can hear she like speaking Chinese, and I feel so astonished, right? Amazing, right? Oh, okay, come on, you can also read Chinese. So when I get like her notes right here, and oh my God, I realize it's all pinyin, right? And she just did this note, and it took her like 1 hour. Okay, you know, I think this is a kind of a wonderful thing that, and so Xinhou, you have to just take a picture of this note, right? Okay. And I think this is a kind of a wonderful sources, right? Okay. And if you can come over and read her note, then you can see that there are no Chinese words in there. They're just all pinyin, which means they are all just letters right here, right? Okay. And here's a message saying that Su Meijing says that we are happy to have you here, and this is kind of great, right? Okay, yeah. And here is a message from Guan Xinlin, and she's beautiful, and I like her smile, and she speaks great Chinese, and we can all understand her Chinese, right? See how amazing this is, right? And thanks to like Yilan's mom and Yiping Meiyun and all her good friends and family members, thank you very much, right? So wonderful, right? Okay, so next time when they come over, and please prepare your own friends come here, right? And now this is a time for us to get through to the catchy phrases, right? And let's take a look like what we had last week, right? Thank you very much, right? And here we have catchy phrase, so let's go. 主题牌之外，用最快的速度。同时，今天跟大家结缘的礼物，请拿在手上。后面的人要站起来，请团队的速度安静。然后跟 Today the gift is please take it at hand. 我们加拿大列治文的亮君校长。And then just follow me. Last week, our Canada. 接力斩良人林慧校长善传承。好，山东。 First District Humanity July Beauty Team presented today their exhibitions National Science Education and Marine Science Museum, combine educational and entertaining, talking about environmental protection. They are technology interactive game to collect the point and win final prize. The space layout and the decoration is really thoughtful. Many volunteers responsible for artistic editor and guide. They help each other with fluently. Principal Lin Li Hui came to share from affiliate high school of Zhejiang University. Cultivate use seed with love and kind. During fallen earthquake, the student evacuated to safe location in a great orderly manner. Get together to sincerely band for peace. Provide charitable care for all teachers, students, and parents. Volunteer more in the rest of life after surviving the big disaster. The volunteer Chen Xuanfu from Malaysia, who built a great love village in Buddha Gaya,
It was general coordinator of a groundbreaking ceremony. It was Solomon Dharma Assembly and Heavenly Protector. Help the sky become bright. I so praise our cross countries give a love encouragement. You are so great. Yeah.
好，我们还有一个人文置业希望绽放，所以有2次的主题牌哈，所以还要再拍1次。好，那没关系，我们继续。
And we are going to welcome our guests today, so we are going to take a picture. And the next, our doctor, Wang Sida from Darling Chiji Hospital. He has been here, Dr. Wang, and today he's here not by himself, and he works at Darling City Hospital at the Rheumatology and Immunology Department and the Pain Management Integration Center from Darling City Hospital. And our editors for his brochure is Tai Shen sister. And let's get to know Dr. Wang Shizhen. And that's during the pandemic. The little girl was only 14 months old, and because she donated the dolls and toys with the little patients in the hospital. And after taking good care of the little girl, and the little girl was finally relieved, and she was the whole family was afraid to go out because people are afraid of them to spread the virus. So we sent a supplement to their home to help them out. And let's take a look. When a doctor falls ill, what does the doctor need to do? And when it was severe, was ankylosing spondylitis. I felt very painful in my spinal cord, and after the injection and I felt very so much better. And he suffered from the spinal cord pain, and not only the toothache is very painful, but other pain is also causing us to lose the faith in the confidence in the life. And the painkiller is very useful to relieve pain, but it's also making patient to faint. And don't be afraid. The technology is very advanced nowadays. So now we could use the micro, very minimum invasive operation to relieve pain. We use the microcatheter to inject the medicine into the blood vessels. The micro embolization and it's very useful. And now let's take a look at this Dharma Master. And after I have the traffic accident, and she had eight of her ribs has fractured. So I felt that I am more vulnerable than a banana, and I didn't want to have I was so afraid to get the operation, and the doctor gave me the high frequency healing treatment for me, and the pain was relieved. I am very grateful. And not only stop the acute pain, but also relieving the chronic pain. No matter what kind of pain, acute pain or chronic pain, both of them are very painful and could affect our daily activities. And let's give a round of big hand. We like to be with you because you have positive energy. And Dr. Shi Zhan, year 2023, he shared with us through the conference call, and this time I asked him to come. And today he come with his wife and daughter. I asked his wife and daughter, and whether they want to appear in front of the audience, but the wife said that she need to take good care of the little daughter, so they will not come up to the stage. And why our activity team came up with doctor? Well, what's the relationship between the activity group and Dr. Wang Shizhen? And we work at the rheumatology and immunology department at the Tzu Chi Dalian Hospital as a volunteer. And I noticed Dr. Wang Shizhen, and we asked Dr. Wang Shizhen to come out to celebrate with us, and we saw him standing by the side, and we asked him to come out, and he said he is not a doctor yet, but now today we are very glad that he's a father now. He's a shy, introvert person, and he is when he is in the hospital seeing his patient. And taking a look at the let's take a look. This is so patient, and he is a person who has a strong empathy. And let's take a look at, let's listen to his patient's feedback. I have a problem in my painter fascia. So I asked the sister city volunteer, what do I do with my plantar fascia pain? So doctor, she asked me to see Dr. Wang Shizhen. I know Dr. Wang Shizhen told me that I understand how painful it is, but I will try my best to to help you out to relieve the pain. And I'm so touched. I'm so touched that Dr. Wang really helped me to relieve my pain. I don't feel pain anymore now. I'm so touched because of Dr. Zhi Zhan's help. Because Dr. Zhi Zhan has suffered from ankylosing spondylitis. He suffered from the spinal cord pain, so he has very strong empathy of his patient who's suffering from the pain into the bone. So today, let's listen to Dr. Wang Shizhan's remarks. We are expecting for the Dr. Wang Shizhan's remarks. I love to be with you because you have positive energy. Thank you. Dr. Shizhan from Chiji Darling Chiji Hospital. Thank you for the introduction. In year 2022, I share my experience online. I feel lonely, and today my wife and daughter are here with me. I felt your support, and thank you for inviting me. And Tzu volunteer, the sister X, I shared that she received the injection from me, and she felt no pain at all. Actually, the needle injection is actually you have to suffer a little pain. And so after her sharing, I remind myself I have to be more careful the next time when I see my patient. I help my patient. And I shared with the Dharma Master Trainer a few days ago how I engage in this micro embolization treatment for my patients. And as when you feel pain, do you know where the pain come from? We thought that usually we thought that the pain is from our bone, but actually the pain probably is not too firm. The pain. And a lot of time the pain is from our blood vessels. And so we know that the blood vessels are very important to human bodies. Blood vessels is the source of life. When a patient has a stroke in the brain, we need to take the procedure of revascularization. To treat myocardial infarction, we need revascularization. We also need to take revascularization procedure to treat peripheral arterial occlusive disease. Today we are going to talk about pain treatment. On the contrary, with intuition, we ought to use embolization procedure. And let me share with you, Suji Warnt, a 73 years old patient from Kaohsiung. Her left heel has been aching for 2 months. Where do you feel pain? Here and here, both sides. Where? What about under your heel? Yes, under the heel too. I feel pain, and in the back of the heel. And how long have you been feel painful? And about 2 to 3 months. I share with Master Chen Yan because our volunteer as work as a volunteer, they stand whole day long, especially in hospital. So they suffer from the pain in the heel. And let's take a look. We can see, looking at the X-ray film, the spur looks like a hook, rampantly extending into the arch. It looks like the spurs seem to be provoking the attention of the doctor and hinting that the troublemaker is the spur, and the doctor usually would make decision to remove the spur through operation procedure. But a good diagnosis is better to avoid preconceived idea. We took a step back to take a look at the X-ray film to see if we omit any information. And if our attention focus on the spur only, we would omit the important information. And there are a lot of information in the problem in the soft tissue. Despite the spur in the bone, the missing area is the soft tissues where the Achilles tendons and blood vessel located. Because the X-ray's penetration power is too high, penetrating through the soft tissues, doctors are not able to mislead to see they cannot see the condition clearly. And so and if you press at the soft tissue, the patient will feel pain. And how do we how do we make sure that where the root cause is? I examined the volunteer's heel with ultrasound. The principle of ultrasound works similarly to the echolocation of bats. When the cell pulses reach the soft tissue, they will bounce back, and after the ligamented tendons and vessels will appear. So the Achilles tendons and the abnormal blood vessel information, we see that from the ultrasound exam. We took a further step to take angiography injection, and we can take a look. And I found involute spider veins in her heels. And take a look on the right hand side, as it's after the TAM, the microembolization treatment. And we use antibiotic mixed up with the contract agent. We inject this mixed agent into blood vessel, and the mixture is only a microcentimeter, very tiny. So we could inject into the abnormal blood vessel and would not affect the normal vessels. And since our blood vessels are like winding like maze, it is a map. It's a map of blood vessels. We are like looking up on the map while driving a car. We have to look into the blood vessel very carefully. And let's take a look at her. Every morning I stand up, I walk up normally. I couldn't walk normally. And this morning I walk. I don't feel pain, but I feel stiff. After the blocking of the blood flow in the abnormal blood vessel, she feel much better. And the second case I'm going to share with you as a colleague in a city hospital. She injured her wrist while moving a patient. She underwent endoscopic operation to patch up her cartilage. After the surgery, the pain was not relieved. She had an injury in her cartilage. The triangular fibrocartilage complex is a very small piece of structure in her wrist. I had injury in my wrist, and even my hand touch when I want to wash my hand. I scoop up water with my palm and touch my hand. I feel the pain, the acute pain in my wrist. Every morning when I wash my hand, I would have acute pain in my wrist. I was shocked several times every morning when I wash my face. So I have to change my habit to wash my hands with two hands, to change to wash my hand with one hand. I take a lot of painkiller, but it caused my stomach ache. So I stopped taking painkiller. Her experience was this. A lot of patients suffer from the same situation because they feel the life is so hard. If they don't take painkiller, they feel a lot acute pain. But if they take painkiller, they feel stomach ache. And so after she had the operation on her cartilage, the pain was not relieved. That give us a hint that the root cause is not from the cartilage itself, but it might be from the blood vessel. After our soft tissue are injured, our body would work diligently to restore and repair the structure to grow flesh. Blood vessels need to bring nutrition. However, when we grow adult, the new grown tissue are not as good as the original ones from the birth. Normal blood vessels proliferation would accompany nerve pain extending into the surrounding tissues of joints, and it would be the chronic pain felt in the joints. And the colleagues, we taken this picture from the colleague who's undergone the treatment. So we inject the fine catheter into the blood vessel. Although the colleague has been she is still wearing her working robes, and because we use her lunch break time to have her going through the procedure. After I learned this new technology, I actually to receive the treatment. she still feel very nervous, although she is very familiar with this cardio catheterization room as where she work, but she still feel very nervous. And this is you can see that the wound after the procedure is very tiny. You cannot even see with your bare eyes, and probably there might be a little bit of bruise around the tiny wound. And we injected the contract agent into the blood vessel, and we see that the tiny vessels, blood vessels, and we inject the antibiotic into the blood vessels. After the treatment in the past months, after 3 months, after 3 weeks, 3 days, I felt that the pain is no longer there, and I felt very grateful for Dr. Wang Sizhan, and he take good care of me, and he was very mindful and learning new technology and finding new solution to help me. And thank you, Dr. Wang Sizhan. I feel very fortunate to get to know Dr. Wang and be his patient. And the pain management and treatment, we don't need to have a big surgery. We could help the patient with minimum invasive procedure. And the blood vessel is very fine. Extending the catheter into blood vessel are like going through a tunnel. And we cannot move. And when we cannot move carelessly, we have to move very carefully. And when we are injecting the antibiotic into the blood vessel of the patient, scream out that the patient feel pain. I felt that's good thing because we got to the root, the focal point. And the next one, and let's take a look at the video. Here, and at first, when he came, he felt a lot of pain, and now, after the treatment, and how many percentage of pains you still feel? You still feel? Oh, she feel only 20% at the elbow. And this is a golf elbow. And on the outer side of the elbow, if you feel the pain on the outer side, and we call it golf elbow. And let's say goodbye to soreness and pain. And last year, and this is at Times Square, the subway at Times Square is like a waterfall because the floods in the Times Square. So, and our blood vessel is it's very long. It's like you can extend the subway from the New York Times Square to Tokyo in Japan. And how can our human body are like this water pipe that has leakage. The workers have to spend so much time on Times Square at the very cloudy area to to dig a hole to find where the leakage are. And our body is like that. Our spur are from the degraded joints. And how are we going to fix patch up and fix the soft tissue? We need to use the ultrasound and MRI, and all these advanced tools are the advanced devices that could help a doctor to diagnose precisely where the root cause are. When I use my hand to write, when I type on computer, I cannot move. I cannot move my thumb, and I cannot turn my wrist. I cannot turn my wrist, and I feel the pain here. I feel the soreness as well as it is swollen, and I have the X-ray, and the fascia was swell during my wrist. And she prepared more than 100 boxes of meal boxes. After more than 100, prepare more than 100 meal boxes, she felt the pain in her wrist. And we can see that the tendon in her fingers, there's a normal, we found the abnormal situation, the hyperplasia in her soft tissue, in her tendon. So the tendon was pinched up. And how do we relieve her pain? And we can inject antibiotic into the area where she has hyperplasia. From the advancement of the medical field, we help the patient from operation. Nowadays, we help patient with minimum invasive procedure. So the patient wouldn't have to suffer from the operation, and for so long I haven't been able to wake up in the middle of night because of the pain. Before the injection, I felt pain in my wrist. But after the injection, I felt so much better, so I don't wake up in the middle of night because of the pain. It's just like, let's take a look at this. It's like a catheter tube. When we go to shop, and now we upgrade from OLED to nano LED. And when we see with our bare eyes, we cannot see through. But with X-ray exam, X-ray, the penetration power is too high. So we cannot see the bone, but we cannot see the soft tissue through X-ray film. But we can use the ultrasound to be able to see the condition at the soft tissue level. And the blood vessel and the nerves and the tendon and ligament are maybe the focal point of the pain. And let's take a look at it. She is the owner of a cafe. And she cannot extend her arm. She feels the pain. And can you extend your arm backward and touch your back? What about the other hand? And what about you use both hands? Lift up your hand and take a look at the right hand. She cannot lift up her right hand. She feels the pain in her shoulder. And we see if we use X-ray, we don't see anything. But after we use we see we see from the ultrasound, we see that there's a calcium rise in her joint, So we use the barber teach. The barber teach procedure to wash out the lime powder from her shoulder joint. And let's take a look at this patient. And now she can extend her arm. And she can extend her arm. And she feels so happy. And she take the cinnamon roll to share with me. And this is her sharing from her Facebook sharing. She has been seeing the orthopedics and the Chinese medicine, and she also seen the physical therapy and also rehabilitation and acupuncture. And she happened to see me, and so we saw a big calcium piece on her tendon. And we feel like a doctor works like a leak hunting engineer. We have to examine very carefully to find out where the leakage came from. And this is another patient who have suffered knee pain while squatting. I couldn't squat down like this before the treatment. But after I squat down, I couldn't stand up, and I feel soreness and pain. But after the injection, I feel so much better. And this is from ultrasound. And we have the injection for him, and he still feels a little pain. So a doctor so after we gave him an MRI exam, and we feel that the pain we found that the pain is in the bone. And so we gave him the injection of a high concentration PRP treatment. And now, see, I can squat down and I can stand up freely. And a lot of doctors can can give a patient injection, but we still need to be very careful and very mindfully to take a look at a root cause. We need to give the patient treatment from the surface area, and then if the pain is not relief, we need to seek for other treatment. And we have other many options. We could give maybe injection and maybe operation. If we could use injection, we could avoid the pain caused by the operation. And we could also use radio frequency nerve block procedure. And we saw the video that Dharma master who had a car accident, and 8 of her ribs suffered from fracture, and she was she undergone locking bone plate procedure. So she could not move freely. She was like Iron Man. We found under the ultrasound exam, we found her nerve, and so through the radio frequency nerve block, we sent in the electrical nerve stimulation to block a pain nerve. And we cannot tell her that stop moving so that you won't feel pain. She had to live. She had to move. We cannot ask her not to move to avoid pain. So we have to use a radio frequency nerve block procedure to help her. And after our procedure, the first day, you can step down from the bed, and you feel the pain relief right away. I felt I can move freely. I feel great to come to the hospital, and so I feel relaxed. I don't need painkiller anymore, and I don't need to go through the suffering through the operation procedure. I feel great. And we see that very often, and we can go through the minimum invasive procedure to help our patient. And this radio frequency nerve block can also help at the joint relief, joint pain. And we use. I'm a doctor from Dalichi Hospital. I can use many tools to help my patient to relieve pain. And let's take a look at this PowerPoint slide. And you notice that no matter you feel pain or your friends or families feel pain, after you hear the remarks from Dr. Wang Shizhan, do you feel that you feel hopeful that your family or your friends or yourself suffer from pain? Now you probably can find the treatment that could help you relieve the pain. and we feel grateful. And her daughter and wife, and I asked her, the daughter, do you want to come up to encourage your dad after he is sharing? And I didn't understand what she said, but her mom understand. She said she's willing to come up to support her father. And she kept on eating while her father is conducting the sharing. So she was so quiet. Dr. Wang Shizhan has strong empathy with her patient. He knows how painful the patient felt. And his PowerPoint presentation is so detail oriented. And did you put in the text by yourself? No, my assistant helped me. Dr. Wang is. I had my treatment and my plantar fascia pain. I had injection in City Hospital in Hualien. And now I know there's another place, Dali City Hospital, I can go. And do you use this pointer? So my hands, I practice my hands because I'm a pain relief doctor. I inject my injection. I have to be very precise, so my hand cannot be shaking. Thanks to Dr. Wan Hee-sai Holmes, Detective Holmes, he detecting the diagnose the pain, the root cause of pain. Sister Shi Jing feel the pain in the back. For it's been about 8 years. You can come back to see Dr. Wang Shizhan. And Dr. Wang, from Canada. Dr. Wang is humble and is very skillful and is very knowledgeable. His name is Wang Shizhan. He is a great doctor. Thank you, Dr. Wang. You have a strong empathy with your patient. Many GD volunteers are suffering from pain. And so we now know which doctor we need to go to see. And Dr. Wang is young and very skillful and very knowledgeable. And from Mongolia, and the Dr. Wang is such a great doctor. He is very mindful to detect where the pain, root cause of the pain, and it's the patient's blessings that there is such a great doctor we are able to see. And do you still feel suffer from the spinal cord pain? My spinal cord pain is under control. And now let's call out to China.
Okay, now we're gonna bring it to China. Sister Gao Jing. She is a person with lots of positive energies. So let's take a look at the video first. And this video is telling us Tzu Chi's effort in mainland China. So we bring the love to the underprivileged families. Those are the students from the underprivileged family. So not only we brought the financial support, we also bring some prepare all the living essential products. And so please do not touch your pointer, otherwise I couldn't see my PowerPoint. Okay, thank you. Okay, now let's take another video. And it's a year-end blessing ceremony in Beijing. So even the volunteers from Mongolia, they came to Beijing to join the year-end blessing ceremony. So although some of the volunteers have to drive over 20 hours to get to the chapter, but they feel grateful and joyful to join this ceremony in Beijing. So this video was made in 2016. So let's say the password to welcome our speaker, Sister Gao Jing. I'd like to stay with you because you have positive energy. Okay, now Gao Jing, you may start to do your sharing. Dear Dharma Master Cheng Yen, Masters at Jingzi Abao, and everyone, good day. My name is Gao Jing. I'm going to share a care recipient story. It's a charity study case. In 2012, Qi Ze's father passed away and left more than 60,000 US dollars debt. And in order to pay off the debts, his mom rent out the rent room of their house, and both of them live in a very small utility room. So if you look at this picture, in order to, because of the long-term work, Qi Ze's mom's health actually was getting worse and worse. And in their house, there was when we walk into this family, we feel very sorry to see in their house there are no furniture and things are messy. We barely see their hope in the future. So we decided to improve their living environment, and we replace the stuff. We give them the new furniture, and to make this place become neat and looks like a new house. And it took 2 hours for the mom to get to the work in the city, and she always arrived home every day very late. So most of the time, Qi Ze was only able to eat instant noodle. And because of the lack of nutrition actually, Qi Ze looks much thinner than his peers. So since then, volunteers prepare the nice meal for Qi Ze. We even made a mushroom sauce so that he can cook noodle and eat with the sauce anytime. And sometimes we also brought many dumplings for them because they told us that they only eat dumpling during the Chinese New Year. And so we brought the dumplings and we cook and we eat together. And this makes them feel very heartwarming, and they feel very touched. And we also encourage both of them to participate in Tzu Chi's environmental protection activities. And during the activities, they learn how to do the contribution to protect the earth by for example by cleaning the mountain, cleaning the beach. We also encourage them to participate parent-child relationship with Jing's Evolution teaching. And every time when we meet them, we brought Jing's we bought a Ci Ji monthly publication. We share about the Ci Ji's good story. And then later on, they both of them decided to do the dedication. They also would like to donate a little money. And then and then later on, we received their notice. They told us that they don't need Ci Ji's financial support anymore. We can give the money to other poor people who might need it more desperately. And in 2023, mom got married and pregnant again, and Qizhe become a big brother. And then mom told us that she cherished every moment to stay with Ci Ji volunteers. And then later on, mom gave birth to a little girl. And Qizhe also has a good school report, and he went to the senior high school, and then later on he passed the test and was able to go to the university in Beijing. And nowadays, Qizhe become a big boy with 6 foot tall, and her mom find a decent job. And then a few years later, mom become a volunteer, and she also contributed herself and do the volunteer work. And look at this picture, like her little girl perform doing a sign language performance, and she feel grateful, and she keep telling us that without Ci Ji, she couldn't be the person she is today. Over the past years, we learned that with great love, and we can transform people's life. And then over the past few years, the Ci Ji volunteers have witnessed the transformation of this family. And we hope that Ci Ji's great love continue to bring the happiness and the joy to many more people in the world. Thank you for your listening. Thank you for your wonderful sharing. Gao Jing, you are great. You have a very nice voice. And this story is very inspiring. We feel very happy for the whole family. And if you still remember that the earlier PowerPoint she gave us, the Qizhe now become 6 feet tall, and compared with when he was little, this is really a big change. Thank you, and grateful for your patience, and thank you. Now we're gonna take a break, doing some exercise, and we will come back in a few minutes.
角旗，台中角旗就说我们家的艺兰呢真的很棒，然后呢。
And we have a message saying that Yilan is a really wonderful girl, and she now is speaking like a good Chinese, right? And here we have a message saying that thanks to Dr. Wang Shizhan's sharing, because my mom also has some problem like that, and today, okay, she's got kind of a good doctor to go, right? And another message is from Dali, China. It says that now, okay, after Dr. Wang's sharing, then it helps her like reduce the fear facing like the pain on her body, right? And here are a lot of messages that I cannot read at such a moment right here. And now today we're gonna do you stretch it up. Also, ladies and gentlemen, would you please stand up and let's stretch it up today, right?
Xiao 脚跟点，线上的家人一起来哟！准备加上手的动作。明天会更好，怎么只有我时间静止了？准备换脚尖点，脚尖已无处可逃。那个脚要往前延伸。我如此渺小。准备加上手，不同手不同脚。这个时候发现手的压不起来耶，还是不甩过，往事还能做什么？好，往上面脚跟点，但不能认输。脚跟侧面，很好啊，各位，加油！加上手，一只手给我。在逆境中能看得更清楚。双手，别让自己后悔。带上你的微笑哦。停下脚步，各位也许会哭，但绝不请站稳了你的脚步，脚尖翘起来。总会找到自己的出路。准备换踏腿。不再执着别人所谓的幸福。如果你觉得不是很稳当的话，请扶着桌子或椅子哦。幸福是我能付出。好，再一个，往前，双手张开，收回，大放送，收回来，送给各位幸福好吗？送各位健康好吗？送给大家平安好吗？来换脚，手往上，力量下。好，叉腰准备脚跟点。我如此渺小。脚跟点。进退好，准备加上手，不同手不同脚。所有还能做什么？好，往侧面点脚跟。可以哭，但不能认输。脚尖翘起来。就算生命里只遇见短暂的幸福，跟我一起走。有时候在逆境中能看得更清楚，别让自己后悔，为悲伤停下脚步。也许有踏梯，但绝不认输。刚好了，也可以试着溜走会找到自己的出路。好，换大抬腿。不再执着别人所谓的幸福。拉上手，幸福是我能
Which is a great song, and the name of the song is that we are all blessed, right? So do you feel blessed? Oh, please give yourself a big hand. Thank you. And we are from activity team, so please be seated. And I wish you a wonderful day and a great health. Thank you very much. This is a very great that we can just have a kind of wonderful activity here, and you can just really make a good dozen points right here. And here, let's go to our positive feedbacks right from China. And they are really wonderful, but we don't have time to read them each, right? So today, and we gonna have like a wonderful speaker, and his topic today is super different, and he comes with his son and his wife, right? Okay, and all the scripts were written just by Li Mingjun himself, right? Okay, and who did him, the graphic designer, and we have like Xie Huijun, okay, who does the wonderful work and the posters for him, right? Okay, and Li Mingjun comes here every year, but this year he is really different, okay, in his topic. And today, right, he is going to talk very much about his like photography exhibition. And let's take a look at all the video clips, right? Okay, and here we have like a good like exhibitions here. And here is a lot about the Chinese Moral Education Promotion Association, and all the like nominees awarded, okay, are very kind of good people here. And here we see Li Mingjun here, and he like works to like purify our society. And Anchorman, and he's Li Mingjun, and he really devotes himself like protecting the earth, right? And he delivers like more than 1,000 speeches just to like promote like vegetarianism, because we need to live a good life and we need to protect our earth, right? Okay, so I really vow to take a vegetarian diet, and I hope that I can do it, and I wanted to promote this idea to all the people, right? Okay, and the good people really do good things, okay, and be others benefactors. And this is a very, very good award that like honors our virtues and honors the morality. And he was awarded, and Li Mingjun today is going to have his speech, okay, and the topic is like writing, keeping a diary, okay, for the heaven and the earth, right? We are working at Da'ai TV, and this is very wonderful, like we have a great scenery surrounding us, right? And I feel wonderful because I'm working in a fairyland, right? Okay. And this is a very special that this exhibition is held by the Anchorman on TV station. And it really showcases all the beauty of Taiwan, and it's more beautiful than I can ever imagine. And all his works depicts not only scenery but also people in a very peaceful and beautiful moments, right? And we can see all this, right, in our daily lives, but through his lenses and the photography skills, and we can see such kind of beauty, okay, in another aspect, right? And I think this is because of his blessing and his like a beautiful heart, right? Okay, and if you are good at photography, then you can just take like a garbage, just like beauty. But if you can't, right, everything will just go the opposite way, right? Okay, I think this is just like our heart, right? And we can see through the world with a beautiful mind, right? Ladies and gentlemen, I like to be with you because you have a positive energy. Li Mingjun, okay, and he has his fans, and he has his like wife and his son with us, right? You see, right? This is his son, right? Okay, who is like taller than his father. Okay, and we also have a special guest from Thailand giving you the bouquet of flowers, right? Okay. And this is very, very heartwarming, right? Okay. And his exhibition has been launched since yesterday, right? And everybody, if you come over to Kaohsiung Jinsi Hall, and you can just take a look at his like photography exhibition, right? And our guests and our readers here and our like volunteers, right? Please just go. The exhibition is just on the first floor, so you can take a look at our online study group, right? Okay, yeah. And if you also want to purchase his painting, right? And it is no problem, and he will also donate the money, okay, purchasing such paintings as the honorable board. I mean, the money, okay, will be donated to the honorable board of a cultural mission, right? Okay, so here is the first donation. Okay, thank you very much. This is really, really wonderful, right? Okay, you see, before his presentation, okay, we haven't heard anything, and he got a donation, okay, and he got a bouquet of flower, right? Then I'm joking, right? Because he received such donation not because of himself, but he is going to just make a donation, as I said, on the honorable board of a cultural mission, right? Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, above all, let's just take a greater look at Ni Mingjun, and he is our professional anchor of Dai TV. And on TV, you were just used to hearing his weather reports about the weather, the temperature. But today, let's take a look at a different aspect about Ni Mingjun. Ladies and gentlemen, I like to be with you because you have a positive energy, right? Ni Mingjun, ladies and gentlemen, please, right? And thank you, Teacher Mei Yun. And this is my 6th time coming up here. And today our topic is pretty different. I like to share you, okay, all of my photography works, right? And the first exhibition was in Nantou, but the second was in Taipei afterwards, right? And we also had the exhibition in Songshan. And until November, and you will see my exhibition in Sogo, Taipei, and you will also see my exhibition next year as well. But more than that, I like to share with you, okay, what photography has taught me, right? Then you can just take a look, okay, and you see this is a feast, right? Of course, right? Okay, and when I was young, I didn't know how to just do a sketch, right? Okay, and my feast was always like a mantou, okay, and I first encountered photography at the Pingdong with a agricultural college, right? And I just got awarded, right? Okay, and I was so grateful. And I participated twice in the photography competition, and I got a golden medal, right? And you can take a look. Here is the pictures that I took, right? Okay, and you will see my work there because I enjoyed it. And when students were just reading comics in class, right, and what I did was taking pictures, right? Okay, and in this picture, okay, you will see Rambo, and it was also taken, okay, in Pingdong Agricultural College, right? And you see Rambo, and here you can also see, okay, this is a very heartwarming picture, right? And on which you see 心甘情愿 in Chinese, we say willingly and dedicatedly, okay? And in this picture, okay, you will notice, and I was awarded, okay, the award in Southern Taiwan, okay? And I also used my own pictures to make my bookmarks, okay, in the health room in my school, okay? And here are all the posters and the bookmarks on which you will see my pictures, right? And here is a motorcycle, okay? And actually, this is my motorcycle, right? Okay. And a lot of people don't believe that I can ride such a motorcycle, but I say yes, I can, right? And as you know, that I started in like a Pingtung Agricultural College, which is kind of a big school, right? Okay. And I had to ride such motorcycles. So this begins my like motorcycle culture, right? And 30 years ago, I took all the pictures, as you can see, okay, here in our own campus, right? Okay, and I made my own like greeting cards, and I just designed the text myself, right? Okay, for example, I said that like beings, okay, people has to be like a steady fast, right? Okay, don't just possess the sense of achievement. By the way, I also produced my own like a calendars, right? After I joined the Tzu Qing, okay? And I just, well, had a chance to meet with Master Zheng Yan, and I vowed to Master Zheng Yan that I just want to make donations through my own photography. And Master Zheng Yan said that I have known that you enjoy photography very much, and I was astonished. And I guess probably it was because of this calendar I made as a gift to Mr. Zheng Yan. And I also made an invitation inviting Mr. Zheng Yan coming over to my school, Pingtung Agriculture School, and made a presentation for us, right? And I really worked hard. And I also really invited our principal and all the like VIPs to just sign in the like a signature books, right? And we have 42 students and 100 employees and more than like 498 students sign up, okay? And we just wanted to invite Mr. Zheng Yan to come over to our school, right? But fortunately, she didn't come over, right? And actually, this is a Beidao mountain. And did you ever go there? It is a very big mountain in the southern part of Taiwan. And I was lucky that I had a chance just to encounter the sea of clouds there. But also, on the other hand, we also see like somebody, okay, encountering like a mountain accidents. And we also just took some like pictures, right? Okay. And I borrowed some films, right? So you can see the sea of clouds, right? And this is like an aspect from Beidao Shan, and I photographed my own campus, right? And I just had a presentation in like a graduation ceremony, and I really did very much there. Okay, and by the way, I was also like the leader of my clubs, right? Okay. And the photography clubs, right? And this picture was taken, okay, in the Tzu Chi publication. And I still remember in 1993, we had like a bone marrow donation, like an activity, okay, in Taiwan. And I just took these pictures, and it was taken, okay, and it was like published in the publication of Tzu Chi, right? Okay, so now let me share this, right? So how do we, okay, make a good pictures, right? So what is the most important thing? Is that the aperture or shutters or pixels, right? Which one? Or even the name brands, right? I think you possess like different answers, right? But let me tell you, okay, angle is the most important thing, right? And this is a pictures generated from AI, like in a pile of garbage that we see a door, okay? And if you can just make a focus, and if you can just take the picture through the right angle, then you will just have a pictures as beautiful as this one, right? But if you don't know all the skills, right? So even you are in a very beautiful sceneries, and in your picture, I will just see garbage as well, okay? So this is kind of important, right? If you can catch the right angle, then you will just find the garbages in a beautiful place, right? And for example, this is a Lipi Lake, which looks beautiful, right? And you will see, oh, it's really beautiful. And some people say, is it beautiful? No, I just see garbages, as you can see in the pictures, right? And I would say, right, this is a beautiful place, but you are really nitpicking, so you will just focus on the shortcomings, on the defects, right? Okay, so let me tell you, right, if we carry a very expensive, very high-priced camera, but you only focus on the garbage, then do you think your pictures are going to be beautiful? Of course not, right? And on my hand, this is my a camera in my cell phone, right? And if you take pictures of all the beautiful flowers, or for example, you take a pictures, right? Okay, through your high-priced camera. So which angle is gonna be wonderful? Of course, the flower one, right? Okay, so let's see through people in always beautiful angles, right? And this is just our life philosophy, right? Okay, so let's not seek troubles always on our own, right? Okay. So Mr. Zheng Yang always says that if you always see faults in your eyes with others, that means you are not cultivated enough, right? Okay, and actually the problem is not on others, it's on ourselves, right? Okay, Mr. Zheng Yang also say if we can change the angle seeing through the world, that everything is gonna be beautiful and tranquil and more peaceful, right? Okay. And I also heard Ye Shan say that, okay, if we can just be understanding, then we can resolve all the conflicts, right? Okay, and everything begins towards our mindset, right? It's also be applied in photography, okay? And some people just enjoy photography and they take beautiful things into their camera, into their films, right? And if we always focus on our own or people's shortcoming, and I think it is gonna be a pity. So this is what I have learned through photography, right? Okay, and let's take others as our own mirror, so we can just improve ourselves, and let's just remind ourselves not to slack off, right? Okay, and when people say something negative unintentionally, don't just leave that in your mind. I think it's time for us to learn how to forgive, right? And this is a chipped cup, right? If you see through the chipped cup through another angle, it's still perfect, right? Okay, carrying a beautiful mind, then everything's gonna be beautiful. Carrying a evil mindset, right? And everything is kind of evil, right? So people sitting next to you now are evil or angel. Of course, they are angel. Okay, so this is what I have been learning through photography, right? Okay, and if we only see the beauty through the scenery instead of the beauty of people, then it's gonna be really miserable. If you are a professional, like a cameraman, but you are not a professional in your own life, right? And I would say this is a pity. But this is okay, right? Let me tell you, right? That's always carry love toward everything, right? Okay. So now let's take a look at the lights, right? Light is really important when we are taking photos, right? So take a look at this. What is this, right? Actually, this is nothing. But actually, this is this. Right, okay. And you see the two different feelings, right, toward the two pictures on the same thing, right? So what's the difference there? This is the lens, okay? And this is the aperture, right? Okay. And we use like a big size aperture, so you will see like a beautiful one, right? Okay. And how about the aperture inside your own mind, right? If you are narrow-minded, then this is, of course, very much different than when you are like open-minded, right? Okay. So Mr. Zheng Yan says that just don't hide the shadow inside yourself, right? Okay. And please do as much as you can. If you are open-minded, and you are more blessed, right? And in photography, it's just like an aperture thing, right? Okay. If your aperture is as vast, as ample as your mind, then everything is gonna be peaceful, because you that more light come in your mind, right? So please, remember what I said, right? And on the right side, on the left side is a boulevard on Da'ai TV, okay? And on the right side, you will see the music hall, right? And you will see some shadows, right? On some like a corner of the two pictures, right? Okay. And it's also just like our mind, right? Okay, if we are always positive in mind, of course, this is good, but is it possible? And it seems not, right? Okay, right. Okay, so we also need like dark corners, and of course, we also need the bright corners inside our mind, so that our mind of a picture in mind is going to be more beautiful, right? So with the shadows, right, we see solidity. And so we make a greater pictures, right? Okay, so this is what photography also teaches me, right? Okay, and this is a wonderful pictures, right? In the mud, right? You see the cameraman, okay, and no matter how dirty the surrounding is, they also just want to make everything beautiful and present them to people, right? Do you think that this is just like a Tzu Chi volunteers, right? We have our own problems, and we have our own like a conflicts, right? But we still do our best to help people, right? And let's just get involved in just one Dharma door and just learn one thing, like really concentratingly, then we can really learn it really in a perfect way, right? Okay. So concentration counts, right? Okay, and don't just think, right? Okay, something is good, and you go toward it, right? And every time, okay, when you think about different things, and you do like differently, and finally you will realize that you achieved nothing, right? And in this picture, you will see that maybe I just photoshopped it, right? Actually, no. Okay, the background actually was a red wall, and I don't have to do any Photoshop thing. Then I can make a wonderful pictures because of a good background, right? And I will tell you that it just reflects that whenever we are in a good condition and we have a wonderful sense of achievement and we live a successful life, right? This is not something that you are proud of, right? This is because of a lot of people's achievement on you, right? And we have to be grateful to a lot of people, right? And in this picture, then you will see, okay, and this is a very beautiful bird named Narcissus flycatcher, and it flies so fast, and it is tiny, so it's difficult to capture like his image. You will see the flower is big while the bird itself is small, right? Okay, so when we use like a telephoto lenses, right, wanting to just capture their beautiful images, and we also have to spend a lot of time. And this is in Da'an Forest Park, right? Okay, I have waited for over like 1.5 hours wanting to take this like a Taiwanese blue magpie, right? However, okay, I still got it like its beautiful images, right? So photography teaches me to be always enduring, okay? And this is beautiful pictures, and I'm lucky that you see the airplane just flying through the sun, right? Okay, and I have waited for a long time for this picture, right? Well, my conclusion is let's not let everything go, right? So that we can just do something and make it right. So be mindful for more pictures, right? So what is my focus? My focus is be mindful, right? Okay, right. So please always be mindful and be understanding, and you will realize that everywhere we have like manufacturers, right? Do you think in the picture the clouds are very spatial, right? And I was with my wife in my car, so we were just like taking pictures, and I got this beautiful picture. But you know, through different angles, right? Okay, I also like hurt myself, right? Broken my bones, right? Okay. And so that I had this picture. But I also told myself I still had to take care of my own like a health condition. And this is a rainbow that I took from my office on Dai TV, right? Okay. Well, this is not because of my professional skills. This is because of the gods giving me the chance, right, to have the wonderful aspect, and I had the chance therefore, right? Okay. You see, this is just a light beam in the picture, and you see the clouds are beautiful, right? And in this exhibition, I only showcases 1/3 of my works, right? And here are the photos, right? And who should I be thankful to? The gods again, right? I like to photograph like a beautiful clouds. In Chinese, Mei Yun. Okay, we had a Mei Yun in Songshan invited me to do the sharing, and today in Kaohsiung we also have a beautiful cloud Mei Yun invited me, okay, to do the presentation here. I always seize the moment, and I took beautiful pictures, right? And I really feel that I am working in the fairyland, right? You see the pictures, right? They are the surroundings that I am working for, right? You think that this is like a sunset or sunrise, right? This is actually the sunrise, right? And this is beautiful, right? Okay. And is it a sunset or sunrise? And they are all sunrises, right? Here are all the sunrise. This is a sunset, right? In Guanyin Mountain. And you see, this is where Dai is located. So I said that I'm working at the fairyland, right? This is so beautiful. Right. Okay. And here is the foggy Guandu Plain. And some people say this is just like in heaven in the picture, but actually this is a Guandu Plain, right? And I took all of them in Guandu, okay, around the Dai TV. And here is a special clouds here. And let's take a quick look, right? And this is the statue with like a compassionate eye seeing through the universe. I like this picture. You see, right? This is very special. And half of the part of a picture is bright, and the half of it is dark, right? And this is just like a Tzu Chi world, right? When the eastern part of the world of Tzu Chi, people wake up, and the other part of it are the sleep time for the volunteers, right? Okay, so this is a symbol of the Tzu Chi's world. Okay. And there are so many beautiful pictures that I can't wait to share with you, right? Okay, and this is about the Infinity Sutra, right? Okay, and in this picture, and then you see the moon on the left, right? And this is, okay, the A grade that I took in Guandu Plain, right? Okay. Well, if we are happy, and this is a raise for myself, right? Okay. And I don't wait for my boss to give me a raise, and I can do it myself, right? And I can do it every day, okay? I don't have to give my own raise every year, and I can do it anytime I want, right? And He Jianmin said to me that when Dai TV decided to be moved from, okay, like a Taipei City to Guangzhou, and a lot of people were happy about this, right? Because it is so beautiful, right? Okay, and if you are doing good deeds, okay, and let's continue doing so. It's just like burning the mattress and the boiled water. Of course, we can't wait, right? Okay. and this is Danshui, and this is Guandu Bridge, and this is MRT station, and this is a Fisherman Wharf. And I had a lot of pictures about sunset, right? And this is a very beautiful lamp, right? And I like this picture very much, right? And this is just like a lot of birds like lining up here, okay, in order. And let's take a more look about them. And they are all the photos about sunsets. Well, and we can see the great beauty almost everywhere. And why do I say this, right? And a lot of people say maybe today it is nothing special, right, for me to take picture of, right? However, I just give myself another chance, right? You see the spider webs here, and you see the dews here, right? Everything which seems tiny may be the greater beauty in our mind, right? Okay. You see, and this is a Japanese, like Japanese white eye bird, right? And I vow to Mr. Zheng Yan that I wanna just fulfill my dream, making donations of the humanity culture, right? And Mr. Zheng Yan also wanted me to continue making well, bookmarks, right? Okay, I say yes, of course, right? Okay, I'm still doing so, right? And let's take more pictures about that. Okay. Okay.
这在台东、台北、国父纪念馆、关渡平原、火车上、关渡、关渡、关渡，很多都是在关渡哦。我们这边看过就好。大爱台。 好，这个都是我在运动过程拍的照片。好，这个是关渡大桥、鸟。好，这边我们很快看过梨皮湖、圆山大饭店。好，龟山岛、小朋友。好，这边我们很快看过就好。这七星潭。冲浪，好，所以我拍的照片蛮多元的。
Santa Monica Chin surf. I took lots of different photos. Because it's too much, so I made it in a different religion combination.
这个也都是夕阳，我很喜欢拍夕阳。我觉得日出也很美，大太阳其实也很美。
Yeah, sunset. I like to shoot the sunset because it's beautiful. 这宜兰。
没有时间放上来了，那只能跟大家分享几张。好，所以最后。
So have many, but the time's not enough.
对，随手拿出来拍。
Only two bits. I'm not a master photographer, but I definitely a photography lover.
幸福的下一站，那就可惜了。所以虚实之间，你看这些看起来是似真似幻，到头但其实都是假的。好，所以这其实让我学到
between the virtual and the reality. You will learn a lot of. The reality and the empty. This moment, the whole people should be in time. Do what you can. Don't wait. Wait always result in empty. I vow to Master Cheng Yan. I want to become honorable board.
也是因为大爱台是一间没有手术刀的医院，好，等等等等，所以我觉得这么殊胜，所以我才特别选择要捐给大爱台。那更重要的是，希望大家如果喜欢我的作品，我会整理。
So I said to choose to donate it to Dai TV.
细节我们可以
this QR code, please join me. If you can feel my my wish of we know 1 million people join the official group. If you love my picture.
So everybody, you can just scan on the QR code and help him, okay, making donations, okay, in the honorary board, all right? Okay, you are more than welcome to participate, okay, in my not only exhibition, but also ITV. Then I will just like, treat you something, right? Okay. And then when you go back home in Gwangju, then the Minjun is gonna be doing his like a presentation and the guide tour, okay, for you, right? Okay. And dear son, does photography from your father, okay, influence you on anything? Okay. And here we have a Bijuan from Kaohsiung saying that this is really talented. Okay, Li Mingjun just talks through his camera. Okay, and this is wonderful. And just today, beginning yesterday, okay, and we can see like Li Mingjun's like a photography exhibition just right here today after our online study group today, right? Okay. Then later on, before lunch, right? It's okay that we can stay hungry, but we can't wait to just take a look at his like exhibitions, right? Of course, like you can invite us more people, as many people coming over for this exhibition, right? And I said this is important. One thing is that okay, he likes to just make donations, right? Okay, for the cultural mission, right? So if you also want to purchase, right? If you want to purchase any of his like photography works, right? Then you can just let him know, right? He's very willing just to, okay, like make donations and help like Dai TV improve, right? And thank you for all the people coming over today. I'm happy to have this opportunity coming over to Kaohsiung, and this is a very heartwarming. And as Li Mingjun's wife, right? And I really trust him, and I always believe him, and he enjoys photography. And what I can do is just to support him, right? Okay, I can't do anything else but support him, of course, right? Okay, and I want him to always be like careful, okay, especially on his own like a physical condition, right? And I always wonder, right? Do you really need so much time? Do you really spend so much time just taking pictures, right? But after I take a look at his pictures, right, I just feel, yeah, everything just counts, right? Okay. Just now he mentioned that he got like a fractured collarbone, okay, when he was taking photos, right? You see how much he enjoyed the photography, right? And you see, this is my son here, and he also participated in like a free clinics, right? Okay. And I learned something from my father. And of course, right, I learned the angle of a photography, angle toward anything is important, right? And can you tell me your name? My name is Li Jizong. Okay, my name is Li Jizong. Okay, and Ji, okay, refers to blessing, and the Zong refers to religion, right? And what is your father's name? Li Mingjun. My father's name is Li Bin, who was a singer. And Jizong, can you sing? No, of course, right? But he can smile, right? Okay. And Han Wen said the works are really talented, excellent, right? And Liang Jun said that, okay, this is really great that you can share the beauty of the heaven and the earth, right? And all the shots are so just amazing, right? Okay. And Liang Jun from Canada also takes like a good pictures, right? So you can be good friends. And we have a Su from Kaohsiung saying that, okay, the photography is really awesome, right? Okay. And all the words really came directly to my own mind, right? And you may also get praise to Li Mingjun. And here is a message from Yilan saying that let's be always broad-minded, right? And Guan Xining says from Canada that, okay, when they just came back to Taiwan, Taipei, and then Li Mingjun really just in person just guided us, the building and gave us a wonderful tour guide in Taipei. And Li Mingjun's photography works are more than wonderful, right? So this is again, okay, living an image, okay, for the heaven and our own earth, right? So please stay with us, right? And please spend some time on his exhibition later on after our study club, right? Okay. So this is a poster you can see, right? Okay. So please, come over and join us, right? Okay. If you're in Kaohsiung, and again, the exhibition is now on in Kaohsiung. And you can come until the end of August, right? Okay. And Mr. Zheng Yan actually is in Guangzhou today, right? And today, originally, I had to do the presentation to Mr. Zheng Yan, but I had I had scheduled this presentation 1 year before, so I decided to come over here. Now, how many pictures are exhibited in here, Kaohsiung? And it's more than 40, but in Taipei we have more than 100. Thank you so much, right? So let's quickly come back to our posters here, right? Okay. And we had the two main topics, right, coming up in August and July. Okay. So yeah, that's all we have today, right? Of course, right, we also invite you to come over and purchase good products in our Jinshi bookstore. Then we have our wonderful presentations, one is from Taipei by Ya Ying, okay? And plus then her good friends. And again, okay, let me just announce it again. Such a wonderful photography exhibitions, okay, it's on right here in Kaohsiung. Then you can come over, okay, and it won't end until the end of August, right? Okay, so please come, okay. And by the way, if you feel our Jinshi products and snacks are delicious, and you can just let more of your friends know about it and come purchase them, okay. And ladies and gentlemen, okay, I like to be with you because you have a positive energy, right? Okay. And if we step forward, then we will always encounter good affinities, right? If we are enduring, and we can encounter a better ourselves, right? And we don't have to hold on powers, but we have to hold the influence powers, right? Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, I will see you next Wednesday.
明君，我们直接上2楼了。我们跨国的团队，一兰带着妈妈上2楼，东西先不用拿，来，没关系，我们上2楼去看一下我们跨国的团队。明君，我们先等一下再处理，好不好？美惠带着2位好朋友，周礼成师兄，麻烦，还有你们生父，对，这里上2楼，对。为我们跨国的团队加油打气。